And there's another quote, and I told you this when we spoke on the phone once. Sitting Bull said this, the great American Native American chief. He said, "As individual fingers, we can easily be broken, but all together we make a mighty fist." That's very, very powerful words. So, I took all that on board because I knew all this was coming. So I started to create a community that can tap into local resources, create a group of skilled and even non-skilled people to assist each other, gather intelligence to what's going on in the world. So we've got paramedics, we've got plumbers, builders, healers, legal advisors, and they're all aware to what's going on. And in fact, one of the guys is called Edward Lowe. I do recommend his services, the legal advice network. He's been helping loads of people, specifically in all these situations that are arising around the COVID situation at the moment. And he's just exposed a flaw in the law regarding vaccinations. It's gone viral, I think, about 3 days ago. So that exposes a mistake they've made. I can't remember the actual technical terms and legalities, but what he states. But we have sent the email out to everyone to read. But and then the last part from that is to form a tribe to eventually go living off grid. So this is what we're doing at the moment. So we're gathering people to go and live off grid. And as off-grid as possible, but it's not just happening here, it's happening all over the world with people I've interviewed. Dr. Vollmer is talking about it in Canada, United States, France, Germany, India. They're all migrating to live off-grid because they don't want to be part of this anymore. So and to be honest with you, I think I would have done this eventually anyway, because whether there was a regime in place or not, I just think we need to go back to where we came from, back to nature. And it's not a retreat. We're not retreating. We're just regrouping and returning back to where we came from, really. You're right, because I think you had a BBC or ex-BBC speaker presenter on there recently, and she was saying, I could run off into the woods, but then that'll be retreating. I understood what she was saying, but for me, it's a lifestyle change. So you can still fight the fight, but be in a different location. I just don't think being in a built-up place where I am now, with there is no sense of community. It's pretty lonely, and you're going to get boxed in, and more rules and more acts and statutes are going to be coming in. And individually on my own, I can't do anything here. If they're going to be restricting you from God knows what not. But living in a community that you're building yourself, I don't really see that as a retreat. In fact, it was a member of one of my groups said that. She said it's not a retreat. It's we're regrouping and returning to where we originally wanted to be. So we're going to do that, but we'll still be actively doing what we're doing, to stand up against everything, for sure. It's just in numbers, we're better living off grid, living a normal way, a natural way, and schooling children, homeschooling them on the land,
Yeah.
And the Native Americans practiced that way back. They took their kids out of the school and put them into their communities and tried to school them there. This is going way back, but they tried to do that, and I think the system intervened and stopped that. Obviously, they would.